What was an AJF?
What do you call reason?
Why are you being formal? I've known you not to be formal. And all right, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Do you know the last time I got ladies and gentlemen, we were back? It was years back. And I don't even remember. Takatanga uzwana say rini. When, how, why? You all like, when did we meet and why did we meet? How did we meet? For what purpose?
For what purpose? Okay. Do I even remember, man? I think it was you were friends with Socrates, right?
Yeah. Nah.
Yes.
I think it was because of IOFC.
Yes, but I'm saying Socrates brought you to IFC, right?
Sort of. I don't remember. I have amnesia. I've suffered amnesia. So the half part of my life I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I'd want to believe it's... Socrates invited you to one of the meetings at IFC.
Yeah.
And then, that's how I got to meet you, man.
You got to meet me because of that?
Because of that, yeah. You came to one of the meetings and, from then it was...
And I remember, did you shake up by IFC? I was like, my baras is my bar. I was like, what's with this? My baras sitting around the table. Only to discover it was actually a good organization, and I became part of it, and I ended up loving it.
You did?
Yeah. Because I would come on my weekends and all the meetings and whatnot.
Yeah.
So shout out to IOFC.
Yes.
The core values of IOFC, just to give context to what IOFC is. Do you remember?
I hardly remember, man. But I know love is one of them.
Love, peace.
Peace, yes.
Yes. Creators of peace. And so backstory. Nastina Jeff. Do you know what I don't know your surname? You know what guys can know each other for 20 years.
Yes. That's very possible. With guys, these intricate details don't really matter. Who are you from? Where are you from? And
you know to Rupula stand repeat. I'm thinking to be chilling as boys. What? Or go to Itachirungu.
But it's always come naturally.
It always comes naturally. So I think we've known each other for over 10 years. I would like to think. 8 or 9.
Yes, thereabout, yeah.
So I think we can talk about anything.
Absolutely. Based
on the amount of time at Asiana. So atheism. Not really atheism, because I'm starting with that because I remember when you guys went to Switzerland that time, Manika. It was just Switzerland.
No, it was just Switzerland at the time.
Switzerland. Yeah. Tell me about the experience, the whole thing. Kuti, how was it? Being in Switzerland and seeing all those white hands. I know was that I married at that time.
Yes.
Because I know the first thing Jamaica you is that my baby in Switzerland. I don't have a black guys.
Yeah.
Especially Carole Fuzzi and
Yeah. So that experience was it was a very cool experience. Well, I went twice, right? I went for the first program, which was in 2017.
Yeah.
And then the other program was in 2019.
All right.
Yes. For the first program, of course, it was there was that element of excitement. I'm in Switzerland and yeah. And then so that of course meshed up with meeting people from all over the world, man, and being excited about being exposed to different crowds and all that. Yeah. So it was a very good, an edifying kind of experience. It was an edifying experience by virtue of meeting people from backgrounds and getting to know different backgrounds and getting to know life from different perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
based on you got to experience different perspectives and different people and
yes.
I know kuti in some meetings tingaiti meeting yavechi congress
A conference. It was a conference.
The conference.
Yes.
I remember when we used to go there, Andiga. It was a situation of you are not supposed to pray because you don't want to offend religion. So, conference is filled
Yeah.
Panama atheists, Panama
Christians, Muslims, and
Muslims and Chichi. So just to make everyone feel safe, you are not supposed to pray. What did you think about that? You coming from a Christian background, I take it you're a Christian.
Yes, I am.
You coming from a Christian background, then you go somewhere, we're not allowed to pray because it might infringe on others people's feelings and.
I think the rationale behind that was because it was an assortment of people, people from different backgrounds. Then we needed to accommodate them, So the pretext was, let us not impose our own beliefs on those people, given there's a very fair chance that, there are people who might be atheists, as you have put it across. So I, of course, had my misgivings about the whole thing,
What was your misgiving?
Right, I'll tell you this. The values that you spoke about earlier, right? Love, peace. etc. Those emanate initially from biblical principles, right?
All right, with you saying that, and do you think Christians are the supreme religion? Do you think everyone on earth should become a Christian? All right, just to put it lightly.
I think there's an inherent bias because of maybe the amount of people who are Christians.
Do you think there are more Christians than any other religion on earth?
No, the exposure. Maybe Christians are more outspoken about Christianity. And they are the ones who, in a way, maybe control certain media outlets,
All right.
So by virtue of that, they're able to then sell the idea of Christianity out there more than any other. That's my take on that. So because they have that media coverage and exposure, that then gives them the edge sort of over other.
Good, you know what, you must follow what we say.
You see.
And personally, I'm a Christian, but sometimes I feel like Christianity is more propaganda than anything.
You reckon? What are your reasons?
Because propaganda is just you imposing your way of thinking. You know what? This is the way of thinking. You don't follow. Because the Tingati is there a motto? It's not a motto. So you got core value of Christianity is like Jesus is the way. Any other way is the wrong way. Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying it's propaganda, because you are trying to, of which the motto, for lack of a better term, I'm saying motto, but the core value or the motto of Christianity is winning souls. Yeah. You are winning souls for everyone to become a Christian.
Yeah.
So for you to do that, you have to use propaganda to win souls. Because how do you do it? You talk to someone, the Christianity way is the best way. I'm not going against Christianity. But I'm going against the belief of it's Christianity or you're going to hell. All these other beliefs are nabasa. Do you get what I mean? What's your take on that?
Okay. What I think is Christians come in different shapes, and by that I mean different modes. And they're the overzealous ones that you cannot ignore. The overzealous ones are the very outspoken ones, and by virtue of being outspoken, they are bound to talk a lot, and try to sell the idea of Christianity. Sometimes it is meddled up with propaganda, because the goal is, let's bring in as many people as we can, to Christianity. And in doing so, we are doing all we can to bring in as many people as we can. Whether that is mixed up with a bit of, lies or whatever it is, as long as
as long as
you win souls and you bring them towards Christianity, then the goal is achieved. So, because unfortunately, those ones are the most exposed because they are the most talkative. They talk a lot, So media then is attracted to them, and they talk a lot about Christianity. So they represent Christianity, you understand? By virtue of being exposed, when people listen to that, they then fall under the stereotype. But you know what? This is how Christians are, basically. All of them. But we are suffering because of that stereotype, whereby people are just they put us in this one bracket as Christians based on the few Christians, the very outspoken ones, who, by the way, are very dramatic in their in the manifestation of Christianity. Yes.
So I like the way that you put out your whole point, Danica. What do you think about other religions? For example, let's put ATR and Muslim, Danica. What do you think about them? Do you think they should continue doing what they're doing, or do you think it is demonic for someone not to be a Christian? Let's put ATR versus Christianity for the sake of an argument. Would it make a sense? Okay. Do you think ATR is bad?
What's ATR, by the way? Sorry.
African traditional religion. You don't even know.
Okay. So those are.
But you know about ATR.
Yes. Now that you've explained, you've broken it down. Now, those ones have. By the way, those ones they are so rooted in their beliefs. They are immovable.
Yeah.
It's one item that is so immovable. You cannot move them from. Have you ever tried to convince one of those people to convert?
Why are you saying one of those people? You are one of those people.
No, absolutely not.
But you practice it.
Goodness me.
Whether you know it or you don't. If you are in Zimbabwe and you're in Africa,
you practice it.
You practice ATR. Because some of these things, Andika, for example, let me give you an example. Why in the cheat you practice it?
Yeah.
Do you know Kuti Unemtupuant?
Yeah.
That's ATR. It stems from ATR.
Okay.
You got married, and what did you do? Wakaenda kuno kumbira and kuchi.
Yeah.
Just to join you guys together and for you to be recognized by who? Your ancestors. That's ATR. So I feel like people like to pick and choose. This one I'll take.
Yes.
This one,
yes.
It's too extreme or what. Right now, that thing you notify the next of kin. But you know what, if you die right now, Andika, the first people anoya kuzokufana kubudisa mu room or whatever, maybe wafira mumba, ihama dzako. No one else can. And that's from ATR.
Okay.
Do you believe in Ngozi?
Yes.
So
not believe. When I say believe it,
you know it
exists.
All right.
Yes.
How do you reckon it exists? Do you think Christianity kune Ngozi?
I think kune consequence.
All right. What's the consequence? Yekurawa kwakaitwa Jesu. Vakaona Ngozi revana.
The immediate item, what I know for effect from the biblical facts, that there was that darkness, you remember, and then the curtain in the temple was split, something of that nature. That was a sign of the person, this person that has been killed, right?
Yeah,
is not a mere
ordinary person.
You understand? And that was an extraordinary occurrence. That maybe was a sort of a sudden awakening to whoever was, complicit in arranging for the death of Jesus.
Pontius Pilate.
Yes.
Whoever was.
And for evil, you know what? That's the moment I think they ran around. Oh my God. It became clear to them, but you know what? This is just this was not an ordinary. It became very clear to them. But as far as the consequence itself, because remember, the reason why that happened in the first place was to pay for the sins, right?
But then whatever happened that time, it was supposed to happen. Zvakanyorwa kare zvinhu zviya zvakuti chero Judas anga asingadi aingozozviita because zvakanyorwa kare to Judas uchabetray yaona.
What I'm saying is, if it wasn't Judas himself, and it
would have been someone else.
It could have been someone else. It could have been Peter, for example. Peter was the closest, I think, because he denied Jesus 3 times. You remember? And I think if it wasn't Judas, it could have been Peter because of that. He denied Jesus 3 times.
And I feel like already my belief, everything in this life is mapped out. Just that you are there to find out. I think it comes from the statement that that's for me to know and for you to find out.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think God works in that mantra. My life, Mwari life yangu yakamira sei. Then you'll be like, yo, that's for me to know.
And for you
to find out, because you can't find. So if I not ndikazauti ndichafa the day randakanzi ndichafa, it doesn't hazvitoiti kuti ndife before that time. Ndikanzi ndichafa muna 2050. I can live recklessly. Ndichizoti nditako asati rasvika 2050 ndo pandakazi ndichafa. So I think that whole concept is actually good. Zvinhu zvese zvatoita how you behave, you meeting certain people and some people betraying you, it has always been there.
Then the question becomes, if it's that way, do you still then believe in the power of prayer? And by that, let me just try and explain what I'm trying to say. If I say I'm destined to die in 2047, I'm hypothetically speaking, and I kneel down and pray that, you know what, God, please give me a long life. All along, I'm just praying to God and saying, God, please give me a long life. Long life in this case being maybe let me reach 90 years, which then goes beyond the 2047 that I've been destined to live up to, right?
I feel like it's a case of potential. You have a potential to live up to 90 years. It's up to you to make sure you fulfill that potential. Do you get what I mean? By staying healthy and trying to avoid some conflicts and
okay.
So, for example, ndikabaya phone, for example, ndikakanda bhora iri, not bhora, but I'm just saying kanda bhora there's a potential to know door, but with obstacles.
Along the way,
So I think that's how life is. You have a potential to reach a certain age, but with some things, which has obstacles, sometimes your life can be cut short because of women. We've seen cases of people killing themselves because of obstacles. You're on potential yokuti 90. But because you met someone who was gonna change you and break your heart over, or feel like life is not worth living, you cut your life short. So I feel like it's everyone was given an equal chance. Provided kuti watedzera zvinhu zvinoita kuti usvike to that age. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So it all depends on what do you believe in, because like I was talking on I hate to mention this, but I was talking on radio. Sometimes I go on radio and
okay.
Ndikati, we all know about ancestors, Andika.
Yeah.
Ancestors protect us and
Yeah.
And many people don't really know about our genealogy.
Yes.
Where you come from.
Yeah.
Andika.
Uh,
How many generations do you know before you?
how many generations have I met? You
I
mean?
just know is maybe knowing your roots. Can you trace your roots kubva paakatangira or nongoza maybe kubva pana sekuru vasekuru?
No. From sekuru asekuru ndova ndoziva, but from the writings, right?
Oh, there's a writing yakatonyorwa kuside kwenyu.
The Khumalos, man. The
Oh,
yeah. That one. It's very quite umbrella. Then branches off to branches down to different items. But the origins now teaches, of course, from the history that has been taught to us. Good, this is where you guys emanated from. I mean.
So from your understanding, where do you guys emanate from? Because now we've moved from that Christianity talk, and we're now talking about genealogy. Because at the end of the day, we want to find out your identity as a person. We want to find out my identity as a person. Wakabva kupi, and what were your core beliefs?
Okay.
And were you ever Christians from the get-go, or it's something that you picked up on the way? There are some practices probably you walk my practice and they are normal to you.
Yeah.
But then sekuru vakanzwa ruita zvinhu izvozvo vanoti
he'd be appalled,
yeah. So we can trace kuti Khumalos handika. Probably Christianity yakazobata pana sekuru vasekuru vako.
Yeah.
Vakati nini my family will follow this path.
Yeah.
And because wakaudziwa nebhaibheri or nevakuru kuti tirera zvinotaura vakuru, and you as a parent you'd want your kids to listen to whatever you say. So sometimes our destiny are altered by our parents. Do you know you have the power to alter the destiny of your child?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
So that's why I wanted to find out genealogy. Do you think understanding where you come from is necessary, or is something chekuti achina basa?
Is it important to know where you come from? Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's it's sort of a gospel, that is spread out there.
Yeah.
If you don't know where you are lost. You're a lost soul. So that is assimilated into our society and our beings. So people go on quests to find out who they are. And they will...
Do you think people should go on quests? I think it's something, even the government is trying to make sure to know cover. Ask me why in Dadaro. Because why don't try to panika? That's a way of trying to trace kupi for you to lightly. But do you know what you get a Mosha right now? Vakada kutrace vanokubata based on information repachitupa.
Yes. What I was trying to say is you're gonna usingazie in the event that you don't know where you come from, and I'm saying the need to know will propel you to find out. People will go on quests because the society itself, right?
Yeah.
Will compel you to go on a quest to see kuti patini ndombonzani. Because people marvel in their identity, They take pride in who they are, and some even flaunt the fact that and I'm a Roji, I'm a what are those?
Yeah.
I'm a that. So that naturally exerts a level of pressure on you. I need to find out kuti nini ndimborani.
Kumusha kwangu ndekupi.
I've got to find out who my forefathers are, what they stood for, the values they stood for, so that maybe I can then, if need be, pass on to the future generations. This is what they valued. I'm passing it on to the future generation.
All right. So, do you think with your forefathers? Hence, I said forefathers, and not the forefathers.
Yes.
I said forefathers.
Yes.
Do you think they were Christians?
No.
Do you think you're valuing what they believed in? with you being a Christian and whatnot? Do you
I-
think you are making them happy going against what they believed in?
Oh, okay. We all know it's in the public domain that
Yeah.
Christianity came with when colonization came.
Yeah.
Christianity came, but it was used as a tool to make people to make people subject themselves to the system of colonialism.
Mm.
You understand? But then still we adopted it, and because it had certain values
Yeah.
that shaped society. You can be a peaceful man, that is an
Yeah.
attractive value, you know. So
Yeah.
because of those principles that Christianity brought, in as much as there was a hidden vendetta, let's subject these people easily and control them because of Christianity, it still instilled certain values of peace, love, acceptance, and blah 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 blah.
But those values are even created.
Yes, but in Trukuti,
Remember when we went to Ayosika? We have the same values as my Muslims. It's just that we are not considered as the supreme being. It's a different name.
Yeah.
Is the one to consider.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like all Christians are the same. I mean, not all Christians. All religions are the same. The way they phrase it, doing got different.
So you reckon Buddhism is the same as Christianity?
Because the core values are the same.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about, for example, motor dzese. Dzakasiyana, but then we know Gucci. 4 wheels. It will take you from point A to point B. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, religion, I would take it as different types of motor. They all have 4 wheels, hence core values.
I want to ask you something, Andrew, pertaining the Indians. You know how the cow, that cow.
Let's talk about that after the ad break. Let's talk about that after the ad break.
Right, absolutely.
So, I remember you were asking me, Andika, Kuti, cows, Indians, whatnot. Can you rephrase your question?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was talking about Indians and how they hold the cow. They view the cow as a very sacred animal, which holds some reverence, right?
Yeah.
And we were drawing parallels between religions, right?
Kuti is core values are the same, all right?
That is the point you're trying to make, Andrew.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted maybe a bit of clarity concerning that. Kuti, okay. If we are taking a cow and how we as Christians view
eat beef,
it's just beef for us or just a milk producing animal,
So in life, Andika, from my belief, you need to believe in something that will make you have faith in something. Andika. For example, our something, for lack of a better term, is God, is Jesus. That we believe in good, Jesus will save me. For Indians, it's a cow. They believe good, a cow will save them. You need something to believe in for you to be. Because, all right, you need to believe in something for your belief to make sense. You have to believe in something. I believe this camera will make sure. Do you get what I mean? You just need to believe in something. So it's just unfortunate or fortunate for them Indians. Choose a mombe. Honor.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Do you get what I mean? So I have to ask you a question. Have you ever been with a single mother?
When you say been, what do you mean?
Being in a relationship and saw a future with a single mother?
No.
You've never been?
Yes.
So you've lost out in life, honey.
But I will tell you this.
No, because why? The reason why? All right, tell me this.
I'm saying when I say I've never been with. I mean, I've never been.
In a relationship,
consciously involved with
What unconsciously you've been.
Yes, maybe the term would be subconsciously. Maybe I could tell from the physicality.
This person must be or might have been.
Yes, but then the reassurance then came afterwards. Could you not? When I say afterwards, I mean after a particular act. Could you know what? This inini, I'm actually a single mother, but not with. I didn't go in with a conscious mind.
It doesn't matter whether you go in with a conscience or not.
No, but I think it does.
Do you think someone being a single mother determines who they should be treated? How they should be treated?
No, but I'm saying what I've come to realize is that you cannot deny it's inevitable that some of them come with a lot of baggage.
Yeah.
Yes. Be it emotional or whatever it is, but you must expect that if you go in consciously that, I'm going to be involved with a single mother, what you must expect inevitably is baggage that you'll have to deal with, and I mean, this is factual. Ask any guy who has been involved with a single, they will tell you that.
You know what? Mm-hmm. I have been with single mothers.
Mm-hmm. Right? So you can attest to that fact, right?
I can attest to my own faults or my own insecurities. Were they
a deterrent to the progression of whatever you had with the single mother? That's what I'm asking. Like your insecurities that you had.
Yeah. So my question was: there's been issues, and we've always been having issues about should someone who doesn't have kids date someone who has kids? Mm-hmm. What's your take on that?
Should someone who does not have kids date someone who has kids?
Or even marry?
Mm-hmm.
Extreme cases.
Okay. What I know, there are variations. The circumstances that led to them being a single mother. I
want you to answer this as a Christian.
Yes.
The best way you can as a Christian, using the core values of Christianity.
Yes.
And.
Okay, absolutely. And I am trying to do that. But I'm going to be factual in doing so.
Don't be factual, be Christian. Yeah, yo.
Okay, I'm going to be factual but inclined towards the Christian values.
Let's get to that.
The point I'm trying to make is the circumstances that led to her being a single mother. If they damaged her, in a way that would need time maybe to repair, when she immediately dives into another relationship with the hope of finding certain attributes that lacked in the individual that got her pregnant, or the one that I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right. With the hope of finding someone else. And then it turns out, someone else who embodies those characteristics that were lacking in the item.
Yeah.
Then it turns out she meets Reason, who may not exactly, he has his own
issues.
And baggage, right? And then a conundrum is created by you bringing in your issues into that. And by the way, sometimes issues, we may not be aware of the issues that you have. It takes another person to then see, oh my God, someone who tries to love you. And then they be like, you know what? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what do you mean? Have you ever been with just land on your point so I can ask there.
Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is, you were asking, is it possible for someone who does not have kids to...
I think the best question is it recommendable for someone who doesn't have kids, a man who doesn't have kids, to marry, date, woman, and create a future with a woman
who has kids?
Yes. Or who has a kid.
Mm-hmm. And I did say that there are variations involved. If she has completely healed from whatever trauma that she went through in the previous relationship.
How do you reckon someone is healed? What are the markers of someone has healed?
There are no markers per se. But someone who is not healed will reveal the scars they have eventually, especially when you try to love them. Those scars will come out ultimately. But you know what? This person has not gotten over whatever that is, whatever trauma they went through with their ex, whatever it is. You see?
Yeah.
And you'll be on the receiving end of.
You'll be judged based on the performance yakaitwa nemunhu wekutanga.
Absolutely. Because akatoseta
a standard.
And that,
or a benchmark.
Yes, precedence. In Khumalo court, exactly. They use that term. And you know what? It makes it easy for judgments to be rendered, because they just refer to previous cases. Do you know what? A similar case in 1940.
Judicial precedence.
Yes, that. So let's just apply the same, because the circumstances are similar. So we just apply the same judgment.
And judgment is made.
Yes. So you might be just the recipient of that trauma.
Exactly.
So
do you recommend for someone to date a single mother, for lack of a better term? Do you recommend someone could, you know what, as long as you love her, just listen to your heart? Or how would you advise someone who's in a relationship with a single mother? All right. Because I feel like most podcasts are talking about this, and this one is bashing and chichi. You also want to try to find maybe a way or advice that you can give to someone. But you know what? Your little brother comes to you. I'm in love with this person.
Yeah.
But she's been in a relationship and she jolted out of there. But then Takazosangana later in life, and I want to be in a serious relationship with this person.
Yeah.
How best would you advise that person? Should they do it or should they not?
I'll advise them to be cautious.
Because being cautious, do you know what? It's advising someone to be cautious.
They must be cautious in diving into this whole thing and delving into it, and go in with as much wealth of knowledge that you can bring into. So research, Kuti. If I'm dating a single mother, what are the chances of meeting someone who has baggage, or someone who's been hurt and is looking for some redemption from me, or trying to correct their past mistake by dating me? You understand? And if you do that, you are coming in empowered with, the knowledge that you need. And also when I say be careful, I say, pace yourself. Do not rush into, okay, fine, I'm going to propose to her tomorrow when you just met her today. You see? Because that then denies you the opportunity to read into who she is as a person. You understand?
Yeah.
So be cautious means read into who she is as an individual. Understand? Do your research. Take her out on dates. Learn who is she on as a person,
Isn't that what you should do with every girl that you meet?
No, but here's the thing: you now need to, with a single. The point I'm trying to make is, with a single mother, you need to step it up a notch, which means be more intensive in your research. What kind of person is this? What am I going into? Because you are not just meeting someone who is fresh out of
the parents' space and they're innocent.
They've been exposed to certain things in the world, and certain things may have violated her
and their beliefs
and her beliefs and taken
their viewpoint of men.
Exactly how they view men. And there's, it's easy to stereotype men, and be like, men are dogs.
Men are dogs.
Men are
the same.
We suffer that stereotype all the time. Men are dogs. But here's the thing. If I do my research and I'm totally dedicated to, I love you, I can trust me, the dog aspect. I don't deny that we are dogs. I admit.
But do you think love conquers all?
What do you mean?
Some people say love conquers everything. Love conquers the baggage that you have. Love conquers all the insecurities that you might have. Love conquers the problems in life. But as long as you love the person fully, you can go against anything.
I think there's a breaking point to anything. Enough of everything, no matter how much you love someone.
Yeah.
If you reach a certain level of the endurance that a person can it's easy for them to then make a drastic decision and be like, you know what, I'm done with this person. I cannot be with this person.
But what do you think could kill relationships more than anything in this generation? Is it A?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did not say any A. Mm-hmm. Is it one, insecurities? Mm-hmm. Then two, lack of trust? Mm-hmm. Or three, you having issues near the past or how someone used to deal or how someone used to handle certain situations? Mm-hmm. For example, let me give you an example. I once dated this girl. Okay. Since we're on the topic of single mothers, I once dated this girl who was a single mother. Right. She told me a sob story. Okay. Yeah, the guy was this. Yeah. He was abusive. He was what. He never bought food. What.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I was like, yo, you had to get out of that relationship. I applaud you for that, for your mental health. What.
Yeah.
Then through the talking, we were on the talking stage, right? Okay. Then she ended up saying, so this guy was very manipulative. He was the sort of guy who kana uchida ndikupe mari yemwana ye-maintenance. I have to smash first. Okay. Yeah. I was like, what a jerk. This guy is a jerk. He's a motherfucker. Yeah. He's everything. What. Then I was like, yo, it's fine. Got into the relationship with this guy, with this Hanandika. Okay. Then I realized, I can't be taking care of someone's baby. Andika, I'm just a boy. I'm trying to make it.
You mean take care materialistically? As in
provide, like, you have a budget for the kid.
Okay.
But we're in a relationship, Andika. Then she was like, you don't have to, baby dad will provide, Andika. Then in a relationship, I ended up realizing, baby daddy is a motherfucker. Baby daddy wants to smash before he gives the money.
Yeah.
And the mom,
you realize
she has to do everything in her power. Okay. Then I realized she should let him smash because she wants the money for the kid.
Yes.
So when you said you have to be prepared for all the baggage and chichi, you said that you take responsibility for her to stop those things. Or you let her do those things and for her to secure the bag.
Yes.
So
it's a tough compromise.
It's a tough compromise because it's a lose-lose situation.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Honor. So most guys who are in relationship with single mothers, they will end up focusing on taking care of the kid, okay, and making sure she lacks nothing, just to make sure the mother doesn't step out just to get those things also provide.
Yeah.
So it's a tough situation.
Yeah.
I think your advice, you have to just think about it and
and pace yourself. But you know what? This is what I'm going into, and I need to do as much research before I go.
But then too much research it out to for lack of a better term, the details of it. What's the English term? No. Okay. Every action or action need to mono judge.
2 minutes.
Let's take a head break. Let's just take a head break. Oh yeah. So I don't remember. Touchdown actually.
Yeah, you really have amnesia.
I told you about my amnesia.
Yeah.
I told you about my amnesia.
Yeah. Anyways, we were talking about single moms and dating them and the prospect of
whether you should do it or you shouldn't. How you have to be willing to compromise for them, Andika.
Yeah.
I feel like being in that relationship, most people end up overcompensating.
You mean the...
Kana nchiti overcompensating, you overlove the child kuti usazonzi haudi mwana wangu.
Yes.
You end up not being yourself. Because unenge uchitya kunzi ndo zvaita.
And you know the thing about pretense is it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
You get to a point of, you know what, I've had enough. Unoita anonzi ma subliminals. You throw subliminals. Whereby you outrage, like you outbursts, you know, and they are not really, you cannot, they're inexplicable. You cannot explain why you have these, you know, anger outbursts. It's because you are frustrated of, you know, pretending throughout, and then wozongeta mibongo bvunza kuti kone ndakuti iwe yane chingwa nasi, why didn't you bring it?
Baby did wakosika ile chingwa. Why cheater? Because vavakanga wateka chingwa.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So which brings me to my next topic.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think kuti alcohol is the savior to men's mental health?
Do I think it's a savior? To
men's mental health, kuti if you have to drink alcohol just to cope with the stress that you face in life, especially coming from women, and coming from employment and whatnot. Do you think that alcohol for you not to go insane, or for you not to commit suicide, or for you not to have mental issues?
I think, I'll tell you this. Alcohol, there are levels to frustrations when it comes to men. At the intense moment whereby maybe you're experiencing something and you take alcohol, alcohol subdues everything that you're going through. And by the way, I said it's because it's the intense level of whatever you're going through.
Of which intense means serious items.
Yes. And then by the time you you emerge from the whatever, that's the sober part, whereby the alcohol is the system has done away with the alcohol, right? You come back to your sober senses. But here's the thing: you are coming back at a level that is a bit lower than the initial level when you were first itemizing. So it's less intense. You understand? So
it's essentially it's the savior.
Not entirely, because you are faced with the reality. After sobering up, you are still faced with the same reality, but not with the same intensity that you were facing it initially. If today you were to find out, maybe just in passing, you find out that an accident happened and maybe you lost your mom or something, you can easily say, I need to submerge the emotions that I'm going through. Let me go and drink alcohol. Right, exactly. So you drink as much alcohol as you can, and momentarily, the emotions are dealt with that you're going through. And then you sober up. You are still faced with the reality that mom has passed, but the intensity.
The passing of a mother, or maybe someone was dear to you. It's something that's to be expected. Because like everyone dies eventually. Let's put an issue of your woman cheating on you, or maybe life just being life.
It's fucking you up.
It's fucking you up,
and
you drink alcohol. Sometimes I know every man has once gotten to this point.
Yes,
a point of feeling like, this shit is suicidal. I wish I could just off myself. You find your girl, she spend all your money on. She's cheating on you. She's not appreciating like your efforts. You don't drink. You don't have friends. That thing can lead to suicide, honor.
I think for a certain level of mature gentlemen like me and you, reason. I think we have graduated from the the level where. Do you know why I graduated? Where a woman's action can determine whether you want to continue living or not.
All right. Do you know why you and I graduated? Let me speak for myself.
Okay.
And you of course talk about yourself and why you graduated. And ndakatanga uchitwa ndiri form 1. So it's not anything new. I'm expecting it. I expect to be cheated on. And I'll make peace with it. But for someone as now experience, who's experiencing it for the first time, Mandika.
But let's look at your emotional.
Some people can't.
Let's look at
it.
your emotional immaturity rather at Form 1. Do you think it's the same as presently? Do you think you're as emotionally mature as you were when you're Form 1?
In Form 1, no.
You were not, right?
I've had the experience in this, in like life being fucked up. For life is fucked me up for like experience. Makes you better at handling things.
Yes. It does.
Do you get what I mean?
Yes. It does. Because what it forges is a better, stronger person that emerges. You sometimes you're not even aware. Do you know of how strong you've become? You're not even aware until something of a similar occurrence happens. And then you're like, but I've handled it better than I did when I was in form, or when I was
when I was light
in varsity. Which means now.
All right, let me ask you this. Men's mental health, and because the suicide rates for men are higher than any other gender. I'm saying any other gender because now there are not genders. 2 genders only anymore.
It's confusing now.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not get into
that.
Let's
not. Yeah, absolutely. Men, if you identify as male. And suicide rates are higher than anyone else. Why do you think that is? Do you think you're a weaker man if you commit suicide? Because life yako omera, or because of shock, or because of certain situations? There's the very textbook version of why men commit suicide. We are not talkers. We don't share. We don't like sharing our inner, most feelings, Do
you know men who commit suicide? That's from my take. I'll let you get on your take, Andika. Men who commit suicide usually vaigara nevakadzi stereki. As men tozoti unofana kumbosekwa. Do you know if I tell you you're my homie, if I tell you hey ndachitwa ka. The best thing chaunofana kuita nditira kundiseka for you to harden my heart.
But it takes courage for you to or a certain level of trust to say, okay, I can share. Chero Jeff akandiseka rikandingomudza. There are some guys who cannot then who do not have the inbuilt
courage
and inbuilt courage to then face the ridicule. You lose it when face. It's brutal. I'll tell you that. We know it. It's brutal. And it can be damaging to someone who does not have the, inbuilt mechanism to deal with it.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you don't have that, you will then retreat and not talk to fellow guys and be like, guys, in Indian problem.
So not talking to someone when you face like adversities, that's what ends up making you like
you bottle up all that stuff, and then in the end you're like, but
I've realized that most people who kill themselves are anidoro. So this is just recommendation. Drink alcohol. because pononadoro. Have you ever been in a bar and end up talking to a complete stranger?
Yeah.
And talking to them about even not even you telling them your problems, but then them telling you your problems, their problems.
And you relate to their problems, and you're like, but this is exactly what I've,
Because they'll come, there's a certain point they don't go to Kanwa, ukasvika pa certain point unengosvika chenyari kutaura kuti aumana mukadzi wangu arondishungurudza
kuti amanaka I may look all poised, but mukadzi
then if someone relates wozoti handisi ndega, then life becomes easy. Because we thrive on relatability. We want to relate to someone on. Yo, we are going through the same thing. Everyone is through the same thing. I can survive.
You know.
So mental health here of men is actually being saved by alcohol. This is not a alcohol advert by any means, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
Oh, like so, do you think this is a question that I have?
Sorry, Catherine.
All right. Ad break. We're dealing with someone who's always busy. Yeah. So I remember I was asking a question, Anika. I was like, do you think men should be responsible for a woman's happiness? Do you think men should be responsible for a woman's happiness?
Entirely.
Yes, entirely.
No. Because I don't think a man has the ability to do that.
But then you're supposed to do it.
Yes, but to a certain level. Then it must meet her expectations as an individual, you know. What is it that she considers as happiness?
Yeah.
What is it that you as a man must provide for her to then perceive you as a guy who's making her happy?
Yeah.
You understand? So if you come in with the preconceived idea of this is what makes a woman happy, and she has her own expectations, and there's some inequality. Okay, there's a level of what you call it. It's not sinking.
Yeah.
You have your expectations, and the lady has her expectations. This is what I want, and you as a man, you're prepared to provide this. Maybe it's materialistically, emotionally. We can only meet you at a certain level, but you have reasonable expectations as a woman.
As a woman.
Don't expect me to be a miracle worker. No man is capable of that.
So what do you think makes women happy?
What do I think makes women happy? Yeah, that's a difficult one.
So I was reading on something, Andika. You can see money, good sex, and just letting them be as women. That what makes them happy. Then I was like, yo, women will always cheat no matter what you do.
Yes.
Andika. So it's impossible for a man to make a woman happy.
I don't think a man, let me tell you something, the reality is.
Yeah.
I don't think you can find a man who embodies everything. Kuti, he's got the money and the sex is good.
Yeah.
He's a good listener. We are terrible listeners as men.
Yeah.
And
some men are terrible listeners.
Well, yeah.
Not to just bracket
of course, yeah. But I mean, stereotypically, we are viewed as.
If you have money, you're a terrible listener.
We just solve all problems by throwing money at them.
Yeah.
Good, this is what you want. But I don't think a man has capacity to make a woman happy wholesomely. She stays. The reason why these women stay is because they weigh and be like, okay, but reason is a provider, in as much as he's not giving me good sex, but he's a provider. He listens and he shows up when I need him. And but let me just be with him, compared to these other men that are approaching me out there. Let me just be with him. And then she settles for a reason.
Women settle.
Yeah. Yes, women settle, and because they weigh and be like, okay, if I marry Jeff, maybe Jeff will not be able to provide me this with this. Women sometimes, I'm not saying all of them, but sometimes some of them tend to be a little materialistic. Some of them. In quotes. Yeah. So
women essentially want to be spoiled.
Yes. So if she comes across a guy, if that is what she values in a man. A man should be a provider.
Yeah.
And you are not a provider. She would rather settle for a guy who is a bad listener and lacks in these other attributes, but provides. You understand? Mm-hmm. But I've learned that sooner or later, she'll start to yearn for these other attributes.
She'll cheat.
And be like, we are all provider, but he's never here. He never listens. He's hardly ever home. I need that affection. I need good sex. Where do I get good sex? But Jeff used to give me good sex back in the day.
She remembers.
But you know what? That guy, let me just, try and find out where he is now.
So essentially, like, what Christianity teaches us is actually good.
That what?
That you should just marry someone who's a virgin. Because there's no precedence, there's no like comparison.
Yes.
Because like if she thinks your Jeff gives bad sex, then there's Johnson who like gave me this good wild stuff.
Yeah.
She would just go back to Jeff to Johnson.
To Johnson, yeah, and be like, because now what she's lacking in Jeff, she'll seek it in Johnson.
So I think the teachings of religion are actually good and should be followed.
Yes.
And it's something that's serious. Just before we go, I wanted to ask, does class matter? Like classes in Kuti, you date a certain class of women. Maybe you might say, me, I've lived like a low density type of life my whole life.
Yeah.
So I should marry someone from the ghetto because you can take someone out of the ghetto, but they can't take the ghetto out of them.
Yeah.
Do you think class matters when it comes to marriage? Or should you marry who you love, or should you marry someone who relates to your lifestyle?
I think it also depends on if you say you are going to marry from an affluent suburb, right?
Yeah.
The mindset.
Affluent, not just like.
All right, yes. The mindset of the person that you want to marry.
Yeah.
And it plays an integral role in the whole dynamic. Because if she has a derogatory mentality towards people of the ghetto, and she's
let's run it up back again. Derogatory mentality.
Yeah.
What's that?
Towards people from the ghetto, right? And you emerge from the ghetto, and she has a preconceived notion about people from the ghetto,
depending on how you handle certain issues.
But I'm saying, you have an extra job of proving now. In as much as let me finish. In as much as I'm from the ghetto and I embody certain characteristics and that are not that the ghetto did not shape the man that I have become.
But then, all right, lend.
So you have an extra job of proving as a man. Yes, ghetto,
but that's not
me.
But
that is just not me. I just grew up there because of circumstances, but I have a different mindset and mentality that has built the man that I've become. If you prove that, then she has every reason to be like, you know what? In as much as Jeff is from Dzivarasekwa, those are the what ghettos are here in Gweru.
For lack of a better word.
Yes, and no offense to whoever is from Dzivarasekwa. I'm saying those are the what you call it, the examples of maybe extremes that one might cite and be like, I'm from
Mbare.
Yes, I'm from Mbare. I'm from Glenlawn, and I can't be dating someone from Mbare, who is...
let's put Gweru examples. Maybe let's put Mambo, and I'm from like Kopi.
Yes. Yeah. Those are two extremes. And you want to date, you are a guy from Mambo, you are trying to date a girl from Kopi.
I feel like for guys, you can date whoever you want, but then if you're a guy... No, for girls... You can do it wherever you want. But for guys, you have to be careful. Because, like, this person, she carries your offspring if you end up marrying the person or not. Because I've dated girls. Let me tell you, I've dated girls from everywhere. And then I've realized the way these girls handle situations
is different.
Okay. So this one might be like, Jeff or Riz, you've really hurt me. Oh my God.
They are very vulnerable.
Very vulnerable. This one, you must not love me. You must not love me. I can never lie to you in a minute.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the way situations are handled by these girls
is different.
But
what's your preference, Iwe? Would you rather have a girl who is like that, be like, you do something and she's like, Iwe. Or be, be vulnerable and be like, and present a persona of, I'm damaged by what you did. What would you rather have?
I think I'd rather have someone who communicates how they feel.
But this one is essentially also communicating and telling you, you know what?
So you must not know about me versus you've hurt me, but I love you. I would choose you've hurt me, but I love you. Please don't do it again. Because you must not know about me might like go and let someone lay pipe on them.
Yes.
So that you know about them.
For real.
For real.
Yes. And
I've realized, I remember just a week ago, there's a Han who's staying low density now.
Okay.
But grew up in the, I don't like to say ghetto, but then they grew up like high density. So she had exposure about ngangas and mushonga and.
Okay.
So and she was talking about.
How did you come by this? She told you?
Yeah, she was like, I usually have just conversation
with
people because like I'm very conversational.
Okay.
So she was like, I was this guy. I asked and this CV.
Yeah.
This guy cheated on me.
Yeah.
But you know what I did? I went to a nganga, made sure he becomes a simp.
Okay.
Owner.
Yeah.
It's because of exposure of different people from different. Because I know Kuti low density hands doesn't really have exposure. The only exposure they have is like internet and
okay.
And they don't really dwell much into all of that.
Yeah.
So I would choose someone who's not influenced by anything.
Please, can I take it?
It's okay. So just in closing, because I had Jeff and he's always busy. It was a hassle having him here. You guys have to forgive us because it took me. Anyway, Gweru podcast. We out. Yo, subscribe to this shit.